side and it's all back.
Well, it's better than that.
So you deal with the
So we have how to make that work for you so that you don't deal with it here. So basically we have to
you put yourself at a human zero.
Good evening.
Good evening.
Good class. I like that. That's
It's only 3:05.
Yeah, no. You've been talking about that. Well, welcome back to Fast Track. It feels like I haven't been here in forever, and it's only been like one session that I missed, but I missed all of you and thought of you a lot. Welcome back. First thing is I'm going to start the sheet around the coaching session sign-up sheet. So if you want to edit that, add your names and or add the coach's name that you would like to have in preparation for our next session.
We need to follow up on it. When will these coaching sessions happen?
Whenever the protege contacts the coach.
Okay.
The protege, I like that.
Yeah. I like that better than mentee.
Yeah.
Protege up, guys.
Contact you guys.
Yeah, so it's the responsibility of the Fast Track participants to contact the person that you want to coach you. I keep the list so that I can sort of keep track and so that not everyone goes to Sid and ignores Annette and I or whatever. But to try to keep a little bit of balance.
It hasn't worked.
I'm good with
It
it.
hasn't worked away. Not everybody has come to me.
Oh, okay. Well,
You know,
we'll work on that.
I was going to say, there are times when I sit there and look at the phone and it doesn't ring.
It doesn't ring. I have that problem some days as well. Anyway, so I'll let that circulate while I start with a couple of announcements, and then I will introduce our two presenters tonight. We have two presenters in one, and I'll tell you about that in a few minutes. Just a heads up that is the last Fast Track session in January, all of February, and March. Clark University is not available. We are working to reserve the Espousal Center, and I believe that's in Framingham, isn't it?
Is that where we were at the Maris Center.
Right. Roberta Taylor is working with them to reserve that space. So I'll keep you posted on where we're going to be meeting those few meetings in middle of the winter,
Just checking to make sure you're
that we're not going to be here.
Thank you.
Also,
It's even closer to my house.
yeah. All right, I like that.
I think so. Is the Espousal Center?
Yeah, the Maris. I don't know where the Espousal Center is. The Maris is 2 minutes from where I live. Because
The Espousal Center.
I think it's close though, right?
Okay, that's the Waltham.
Okay.
And Roberta's working with the Espousal Center now. She's gotten a verbal yes that we're going to meet there, but we haven't gotten the contract yet. Also, just a reminder, I think everyone has a copy of this list of all of the sessions that we have. I distributed that first and or second session that we were together. But just a reminder that December the 7th, our next session, Ken Crennell is going to be here working with us. He's going to be talking about developing our speaking skills. And I love the subtitle. He actually just sort of mentioned it, and I actually adopted it. The focus on eloquence. I love that. So he's going to be working with us and in preparation for you recording presentations that he will then critique and give you feedback on. And there are a series actually of 4 sessions that he's going to be here, December 7th and the 21st. Then he's going to come back again March 21st and April 4th and work with us. And he is a phenomenal coach. I have not been coached by him, but I've worked with him in preparation for these sessions. He's tough, but he's fair, and it's worth, certainly worth the time and effort that he puts into it. Those are all my announcements. I want to just do a quick reality check. If you have questions or concerns or things that you would like to talk about, grab me at break or grab me after this evening's meeting, and I'll be glad to talk with you on any subject that you would like. And now, it is my pleasure to introduce, actually, I have to confess, Terry, when I talked to you this afternoon, it was like we had this instant rapport, and I think that is just so cool. It doesn't happen to me all the time, but it did this time around. We actually have 2 guests tonight. two in one here.
Well, I'll explain.
Terry is our live body presenter tonight. On your agenda, you saw that Eric Bloom was going to be here. All of us know Eric, and he is on the committee that helped put Fast Track together this year. He is on the West Coast.
He's in Seattle.
There you go.
It wasn't expected. And it was one of those things that it's really hard. You can't say no.
And yes, that's true. But he assured me that this is going to be even better presentation than if it had just been Eric, because Terry brings with her a lot of experience and valuable information. And Terry Coleman is Vice President of Manager Mechanics, which provides more than 20 IT management-related training programs, both live training, online, and that sort of thing. And Terry, I'm sure, will tell you a little bit more about that. I thought this was interesting that you are a founder of the New England Technology Sales Executive Association as well as the New England Telesales Alliance. She comes to us with lots of experience and words of wisdom that I'm sure she is going to share with us. So please help me welcome Terry Coleman.
Thank you very much. So this will probably be different than Fast Track has ever had as far as speakers are concerned. Because, I guess I could be right side up. I'm Terry Coleman, lovingly called in many of the companies I've worked for the Goddess Queen. So Vice President is a title that people recognize, but Goddess Queen is very close to my heart. So, and I won't go into, we don't have enough time for me to explain to you why I'm called that, but suffice to say that I'm called that in many places. Tonight, however, I am not Terry Coleman. Tonight, I am Eric Bloom. I'm the body double for Eric. You've gotten a better look. And you've heard about body doubles before. About the same height, maybe a little shorter. My hair is a different color than his. I don't think I'm quite as, is he on the phone now? I don't think I'm quite as smart as he is. But I try really hard. So what we're going to do in just a second, because there's part of this presentation which is about reusing intellectual property. This is something that I've done for many times during my career and have helped do it at Manager Mechanics. The second part of this presentation is about publishing. And while I think I know a little bit about publishing from afar, Eric knows a lot about different kinds of publishing. So we thought we'd do something a little bit creative. We called Clark today and said, no problem, we're just going to use the backphone, the phone that's in the middle of the room, and we'll just get Eric to dial in. And they said, oh, we don't have one of those. So we thought of Skype, and we thought of we talked about Skype and various things. We finally decided on a creative approach. And here it is. How many of you have cell phones with you? Okay. Those of you who have cell phones, please take them out. And I'm going to give you a number to dial. This is a conference line. You're going to hear this obnoxious music, which I'm hearing right now. But the number, I'm going to turn it way down. It is annoying. Okay, so the number is 712-775-7300. And for those of you who have occasion maybe to coordinate and talk and work with people in other parts of the country, it's freeconferencecall.com is who this is. And when you get the prompt, you're going to dial 541-560-pound. I'll say that number again, 541-560-pound. And when you get in there, you'll hear this obnoxious music. Just mute it or turn it way down. Eric is going to be on the phone in a few minutes, and he is going to participate in this first presentation, and then he is going to, as long as we can all hear him well. Are you going to record this?
There we go.
It's being recorded. Okay. So let me just move to this presentation here. And let's talk a little bit about
the whole issue.